Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midwest Dungeon Delvers. Tonight, we are continuing the Six Sword Saga. We are doing episode 7, Asked and Answered. Hopefully some questions get asked and answered tonight. And then we can continue the journey to Lukill. Let's see what shenanigans the party get into tonight. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, don't ever forget the fact that it's
have become permanently entrapped within the simulation.
Saga. The Six Sword Saga.
all right. Let me really quick get making sure that the Discord audio should now be in full swing. Mic check, everyone.
Mic
Where's
check
Mike?
1, 2.
Ooh.
Mike.
Mike.
Wonderful. I hear and see that everyone else can hear you. Tonight, let us continue the Six Sword Saga. When last we left the retinue, the party had traveled yet another day along the road from Othmere to Lukill. And something they came across along their journey was an individual in the ditch, sheltering a pseudo-dragon, a small cat-like draconic creature, some sort of pet or companion, perhaps. Brother Varnell healing this creature as best as he could, and the Justicar dragging this individual over to the cart where Jin had once been placed in his catatonic state, now no longer in such. Jin discovering several things about these individuals in the caravan in the last episode. Go check that out. And the main thing the party came across during their travel that day, however, was a broken down caravan with several blood stains throughout the cart and a single map in the center. And when Owen, Aldrich, or Justicar held this map, it showed the Riftlands with a X on the location of Jin's home village. Jin, when he would hold it, seemed to show just the map of the Maki Vale and Lukiel and the surrounding cities within the Maki Vale. Now, the party spent a lot of time discussing this map and what it could mean and pertain and all this other stuff. It got to the end of the day. They circled the wagons, set up the campfire, and limping towards the retinue and the group of people is this tiefling individual. He kind of slumps down next to the group, looks towards Justicar and says, I have little trust for strangers. This realm has shown me its capacity for deception. Yet I owe my life to Brother Varnell's prayers and to you, Justicar of Agrafon.
I don't think of it as owing me. It's more, it was my duty to assist.
Well, you had said while carrying me that you had questions.
Many.
I have a few myself, so I will do you the courtesy of answering a question, but for the price of asking one myself.
That seems fair.
You may ask away, and if it is within my power, I will share what knowledge I have. And if Araveth grants me more knowledge, I will tell you.
Okay, player to DM. Has he actually revealed his name yet?
No.
Okay. Well, then, first things first. What's your name, sir?
I am Morthos Longtail.
Okay. Okay.
And I see that you, of course, are a Justicar. I assume this caravan is traveling towards Lukiel. Am I correct?
You are correct. We are heading for Lukiel. How did you come to be out on the road alone?
I am what is known as a knowledge bringer of Araveth. It is my duty to share wisdom and magic knowledge with various peoples. Araveth commanded me towards Brayden's Rest, and as typical of such small villages, they were wary of one of my inclination, so to speak. And I received the typical greeting befits one of my tainted ancestry.
I believe it's your question.
Why do you carry... And he's looking towards Victor, your seneschal.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you carry the head of a memory?
He was a friend of mine, and he is destined for home.
You do not honor the fallen by burying a tainted echo. Do you not know where his real body is?
I'm confused. What do you mean?
Your baggage is not the head of flesh and life. What was the name of the man you knew?
Jeff.
This Jeff. He is not what you carry. What you carry is an echo from the Riftlands.
It is my understanding that he's been morphed by the Riftlands into the Echo.
The Riftlands are not a wound in reality. They're a mirror. They reflect what was broken elsewhere, and the magic of this realm remembers things it shouldn't. The night you faced Jeff wasn't meant to be in that place. His body died long ago, and only a fragment of his memory was ripped into this realm. You weren't fighting a man reborn, you were fighting a broken memory. A ghost in the rift's reflection of what once was.
Regardless, that's all that's left of him. And it's my duty to bring him back home, even if it is just a fragment of a memory.
It terrifies me to think if the realm can start pulling these echoes of the dead from beyond the veil, what else might it remake? I've never seen anything like this. It just worries me that something like this is beyond the rift.
Well, it's funny you should say that. But I believe it's my question now, which is, you seem to know an awful lot about the Riftlands. How is this so?
I told you I am a knowledge bringer, a keeper of knowledge. Arveth teaches us many truths that the world wishes forgotten.
What do you know about the Order of the Hollow Flame? Knowledge runner.
He, like, stiffens at the mention of the Hollow Flame. It is a forgotten sect of people who worshipped the power of a deity and not the deity itself.
Which deity is this? Which power?
I dare not speak it.
Well, we dare must know.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright. 18, 16 plus 17.
17?
No, 16, my bad. 16.
I will not share these truths lightly with you all.
Well, I just asked because... Oh,
The one who controls the Hollow Flame gives it to his champion, and his champion wields it as sort of this balance to the world.
would you be talking about the champ? Oh, my bad.
A ender of things that should be gone.
Would you be talking about the champion of Nexvar?
He, like, shoots you a look of that name should not be spoken aloud. Careful.
Interesting.
Names are quite powerful here in the realm of the Maki Vale. Should you say a name thrice, you will not know who you summon.
Well, I only ask these things because there's one among us who claims to be a part of this Order of the Hollow Flame. And he told us to beware of the champion of which you said not to name.
Then perhaps he is a member who grew wise to that cult's lies.
Lies? What do you mean lies?
They believed this flame of theirs would bring about rebirth, but that is not its purpose.
And would one need to seek repentance for belief in these lies?
I believe it's my turn for a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
Who are you to so brazenly travel without disguising your heritage, Vendanari?
I am Jin. And being in this realm was not of my own choosing. I was sort of thwarted through a portal. And I am just as confused on why I'm here as anybody else.
Ill tidings indeed.
Why ill tidings?
Usually, if one of the knowledgeable races of the Riftlands travels to our world, it is usually for a purpose. For them to not know concerns me. I must pray to Araveth for answers regarding this. You all wouldn't happen to have the necessary items for a candle rite, would you?
I do.
I need 3 candles, a bowl of still water, a thread of silver or gray wool, and I have my symbol of Araveth.
I get those things out of my pack.
All right.
Just has these things.
I have a priest pack, so I assume that
Yeah.
it's got all those things.
Yeah. The necessary things for a ritual spell to be cast.
Makes
like
sense.
It is very much coming to knowledge that this individual is some sort of priest himself. Mayhaps not exactly a cleric per se, but he is some sort of priest of Araveth. He places the candles in a triangle around the bowl. The points facing north, southeast, and southwest. Go ahead.
Who is Aravath? Just so I know, I don't.
That's a good question. That's a good question. No one's asked that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was common knowledge or not.
No,
I'm sorry.
no. The deities of the world. You may make a religion check to see if your character knows of them, and then I can give you more information that way. Or
I would
you can.
also like to.
Or you could ask the characters as well. Those are options before you. But if you would like to make religion checks right now to know if your characters know anything about Araveth, go ahead and do so.
Let's see here.
I got an 11.
Okay.
14.
Okay, 14 from Aldrich. Owen?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, you're not doing one? That's okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Just car?
Let me. That is a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
Character sheet is here. So religion. 23.
Very nice. Okay, I will go ahead and tell you thus. Araveth is also known as the Illuminated Archivist, a divine patron of knowledge, prophecy, and the eternal quest for truth. Revered by scholars, mages, and seers alike, she is said to preside over a vast celestial archive where every secret and every forgotten lore is meticulously recorded. Her influence is felt wherever wisdom is sought, offering guidance that can light the darkest corners of both the Riftlands and the mortal world. Her symbol is an orb inscribed with an intricate, ever-shifting rune. Essentially a beacon of enlightenment amidst chaos. One of her more lesser known legends that you read about in your studies, Justicar, as you were like ascending the ranks of Argavon. Legends talk about how Arveth once walked the mortal plane in her avatar state, collecting like knowledge from dying civilizations before she ascended and took that knowledge into the library.
Okay.
For everybody else, she keeps the knowledge, and if you're like traveling in a village or something, you usually see like a street fortune teller talk about Arveth in their readings and stuff.
So, quick question on that. Is there a specific god of like trickery or chicanery?
Yes, there is.
Okay. I would like to know the name of that deity. It's important to me.
Baylor.
Baylor. Ah, duh. Can't believe I forgot that. So is Erevath related to Baylor then?
Not quite, he says as he finishes setting the ritual. He kind of like leans over the prepared elements of the ritual and says, Arveth, weaver of echoes, hear this whisper cast into stillness. I seek the path, not of certainty, but of truth. He lights the candle facing north. One flame for who we were, for the missteps, the triumphs, and the forgotten pieces. He lights the one facing southeast. One flame for who we might be, for the shadow of what may yet awaken. Lights the one to the southwest. One flame to light the path unseen, for the choice is choked in the mist. He dips the thread into the bowl and says, in this stillness reveal the shimmer of truth. I do not seek command, only clarity. Let the flame flicker, stir the water's memory. Who all is looking into the bowl?
I am.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll take a gander, I guess.
Jen. Okay, so we got Justicar, Jen. Anybody else?
No.
All right.
I'll look at it from where I'm at, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna like stand over it or anything.
All right. From your angle, Owen, you don't really see much. Make a perception check to see exactly how little you see. Because you may see a lot of a little.
18.
18. You actually see a lot of a little. From
are you
your
sure it's not-
angle, it's obfuscated. You can tell that you would get more detail the closer you would approach the bowl and like get a better angle of looking. But for a brief second, you swear you see your grandma's cottage.
What? Let me see that. I'm gonna get closer.
All right, you get closer. So that's 3 having visions. All
I
right.
am going to notice them zoning out a little bit because that's what's happening, right?
Yeah, it's very much they're not entranced or charmed. They're seeing something that is maybe connecting with something in their past, maybe their future. You're not quite certain.
I turn around and look at the camp. I am not involved in this.
Love that. That is totally fine. Aldrich just kind of like looks around and makes sure that no rift beastlies are coming at the camp. Toric just kind of like looks at you and just goes, "Yeah, this magic mumbo jumbo gives me the creeps too."
Right. That's what the problem is. Oh, look, I think that's something else over there.
Owen, I'll start with you. You have a sort of wonderful vision of this past memory that you had of a warm, inviting homestead after this like hard day of mining minerals and different materials and things. It fills you with this warm emotion of peace and comfort, and in this moment of chaos from one thing to another, ever since bumping into this Justicar and this wild retinue, it's been one thing after another. Explosions, all this crazy stuff. And you think back here, seeing this image before you, and you remember what you're fighting for. You remember the need to get home. The need to know what is going on in Goldwither.
Grandma!
Jin. You do not get this warm memory. You are battered, bruised, your body feels broken. It is very reminiscent of a vision that you would have seeking through the knowledge of your past lives, except without the need to ask. It seems like one of them has pushed into this ritual a memory that is of great importance. I need you to make an insight check.
All right. Oh. Why is these memories always painful? All right.
It's like a little crystal stabbing in the head.
15. And you said insight check?
Insight.
15 plus 2. Yeah, 15 to 17.
17. You're not quite sure. But either the past life or you has blood ties to the Grey King. One or the other. And you are not quite sure.
Could choose to keep that to myself.
All right.
Oh shoot. Well, maybe not. Huh?
Just a card.
That would be.
Yep.
You receive this vision. It is a night like no other. A storm boils over a vast plain. This storm tearing the sky asunder, where purple streaks of lightning tear vast rifts, changing the world around it. You see Jeff and a small retinue following him through this storm. You see a gale of wind tear through the plains. It rips ground out of it rips dirt and stuff out of the earth and rocks and stuff. You see Jeff dive in front of like rock shrapnel between him and one of his pages or servants. He is then dragged screaming into a swirling vortex of purple. There is a brief moment where he stands beyond, seeing this vast purple sky, blue grass field. And as he takes a step forward to try and get his bearings, his left leg crumples into crystal and shatters. And he looks down at what was once his left leg, and the horror sets in as the cracks start to emanate along his face, and you watch in horror as Jeff's fate is one of those who are too weak to physically enter the Riftlands, being forced in. And his body changes into a crystalline substance and then shatters amidst a field of bluegrass and crystal.
I just kind of like grip my teeth and just kind of nod at it.
I know not what you each see within the bowl, but it is meant for you, and you alone. It is yours to share, or yours to keep secret. But know that Araveth knows the truth. The veil is never fully drawn, but with her light, I will step forward, one breath, one step, one truth. And he like snuffs out the lights of the candle, and the visions fade.
Gotta find my grandma.
Do not fear what you have seen in the shadow, for even the stars must sleep. It grows late, and I am weary. If you have more questions for me in the morning, we can have them. But as for me, I wish to rest.
Get rest there, Morthos. You still are fairly injured.
I appreciate what you have done for me. This act of kindness will not be forgotten. And he hobbles over to the cart you guys had placed him in. He kind of makes several like cooing sounds or something towards this little bundle that was placed in there with him, and you see him kind of like curl up in a circle next to this pseudo dragon, and they go to sleep. What will you all do?
I'm
Conversate?
gonna go meditate.
Mm.
I think I need some time alone. And I go meditate.
All right. Go meditate. Owen says, I gotta find my grandma.
And what time is it?
It is late. The sun has set. It is night on the 4th day of travel. It will be the 5th morn.
Then I will do a maintenance workout and then go to bed.
All right. And other effort noises are made from Owen's part of camp. Just a car? What would you like to do before going to bed?
I will look out for the dwarf. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Torre?
Torek. Yep.
Torak.
Torok.
Yeah, not Torak. Torak. Torrrak.
I'm going to ask him if who's taking watch for the night.
Well, I believe that I can take watch perfectly fine tonight.
And you have someone to accompany you on watch, correct?
Nysa is always a good companion, keeping her eye out for things.
Good. Make sure that you two maintain visual. Like, make sure you guys can see each other.
Of course.
I feel
I
like
will-
this dwarf has had 3 separate voices for 3 separate sessions, I'm not gonna lie. But this is the voice he's got tonight, guys. I'm just...
Hey, that's all right for me.
And I kind of see, like, are they like taking up positions and like kind of staying there? Or are they doing like rounds?
From what you can tell, they have a set position within this circle of wagons, with Torak facing the way you guys came from, and Nysa facing where you guys are headed.
Okay. I tell him, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for me or yell, obviously, if it's dangerous. I will rest next to the next to nice in case anything were to happen. I trust you can handle your own for a minute until I can get to you.
Don't worry about me.
And then I will go rest against like the wagon.
All right. You go get
And I
some
will have-
shut-eye.
Yep, and I'll have my sword across my lap while I'm sleeping.
All right. Jin, are you specifically meditating on...
I'm meditating on the vision I just had
Okay.
about the memory and the Great King and whether or
Alright.
not. Yeah.
Now the question becomes, are you asking past lives questions, or are you just kind of meditating on what it could mean? And
I'm trying to reach out to the past life that was kind of entranced by the vision.
okay,
Trying to reach out to him.
make a history check.
All right. Okay. 18.
All right. You have a similar vision to the one right before you were pushed into the material plane of existence.
Can you refresh my memory on that?
It was of a like regal looking knightly individual who looked directly at you and then said, I made a promise and I need you to keep it. And then you came to and was shoved through a portal.
Oh, okay.
So, similar regal looking individual.
And is this just a vision or is this the past life? Just a vision?
It seems like this may be the past life itself trying to interact with you within the dream. Or it could be that you yourself called him forth in this dream because you focused so much on him. It's hard to differentiate and tell.
Can I speak to him?
Of course.
Okay. Well, what is your name, Knight?
Forgotten. There's been too many years. The seasons have come and gone. And those that have once cried out my name have vanished into ash and dust. But you carry our legacy.
Our legacy. What is your relationship with the Great King?
That of servant.
And where do I fit into the picture? What promise am I supposed to keep?
We of the land of broken memories will no longer be blamed for the corruption of the wicked.
Is there anyone I must seek out?
keep to your road. Your path is set. And that fades into a restful, meditative state through the rest of the night.
Cool. No more explosions. That's good. That's good. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it without exploding myself this time. Yay.
All right. It is the morning of the 5th day. Hey, Aldrich, can you roll a d6 for me?
Certainly. And I would like a chance to talk to Morthos, if I get a chance.
Of course, of course.
3.
You rolled a 3.
I did.
Okay.
Am I getting another ominous warning? Is that,
Yep.
is that what we're getting?
Yep. Yeah, you did. Okay, yeah.
So the dice have spoken, and they
The
want
dice-
everything to be super ominous, but not actually all that dangerous.
Yeah, which is very upsetting for a DM who has laid the groundwork for the outside the cities being very
Just-
dangerous. But that's okay.
Just think about what we've done with the map, though. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
No, it's all good. This will take up an entire other session too. It's okay. So during this day, it's a rather peaceful travel for the most part. I will give you an opportunity to converse amidst anyone within the caravan, be it Morthos or one of the other travelers, very briefly before we get into the day's event, and then we'll move to the next day and hopefully get through 2 days this session.
That's some high.
I would like to definitely talk to Morthos, but I can go last since I have the ominous lore bit.
Okay. Anybody else? Justica, you have any conversations or doings you wish to do in the morn?
Oh yes, I go up to him and I'm like, Morthos, I have a question for you.
He kind of stirs in the wagon and looks over at you. He's like, "Oh, Justica, yeah, what do you
So
need?"
actually, 2 questions. First one, how are you feeling? Still injured or
Well, bruised,
you need another round
battered, but nothing I can't handle. Just some time. Time.
No, I can
will
always
heal
ask-
these.
I can always ask Brother Vernal to heal you again.
If he has any healing magics, don't waste them on me. Heal Thuriel, or one of our traveling companions, perhaps needs tending to. I saw one individual last night around the campfire with a pretty mangled up face. What happened to him?
Apparently he likes to fight.
Well,
But I will see to it that Brother Vernal gets to him. And I believe Thuriel should be okay. That is your pet's name, correct?
you're not versed in Draconic, are you?
No.
It means
I don't
friend.
think so. Well, I mean,
He's less a pet. That's what we call each other, I guess.
okay. Well, your friend, he should be healed. Brother Vernal took care of him first.
Yeah, he's still weak.
Is that damage or is that lack of food?
Perhaps a lack of food.
Okay.
And your second question?
My second
I'll be
one.
right back,
sorry.
too. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get dinner. Sorry,
You
I
good,
didn't mean
you
to
good?
interrupt. But don't call on me. I won't be here for a
you
second.
good, you good.
All right. All right.
And I look at him and go, so if I tell you that the Grey King aspires from the Fortress of Terror, what does that mean to you?
I know not what the ruler of the Riftlands seeks or aspires to. It could just be that he seeks to gain more lands, that the control of the lands beyond the Veil are not enough for him, but it could mean a great many things.
Understood. How much questioning do you think you would be able to accept before you get tired of answering questions?
I am a knowledge bringer, cursed with knowledge. I will be answering questions until Araveth calls me to the Grand Archive.
I nod in sympathy of like, I understand your duty. Understandable and commendable. You do your duty with diligence, but I do understand that sometimes duty weighs heavy, and so I don't want to overburden you.
I'll be honest. I feel more apt to answering your questions than most.
Well, I only ask because I have someone who would be very keen to ask you many questions on our journey.
Okay.
In fact, probably several someones.
And
Um,
are they all in your employment? Is that why you asked?
yes, one of them's our scribe,
Okay.
and the other one is my squire slash knight in training. You know how children are when they have someone who can just who knows a lot.
Yeah. It usually takes a few visits, but usually the young ones have most questions.
Right, and me being a justicar of law, order, you understand how like the amount of questions that we could ask is
Finite.
well, no, it's pretty extensive. We can ask a lot of questions. Inquiries are one of our specialties.
Oh, yeah. In that regard, I understand.
That's why I don't want to burden you too much, but the
Oh.
people who assaulted you, accosted you, if you were to see them, would you be able to point out the ones who were responsible for this flagrant violation of the law?
I could.
Would you be up to receiving justice?
I will not feed them more fuel to hate any more of my kind.
Understood. Well, since we will not be bringing justice to the people directly responsible, I will impose a fine upon them. The whole town for their flagrant disregard of law and order.
That is not fair at all. How is that just?
Well, if none of them will step forward and their fellows will not turn them over to me, then aiding and abetting criminal activity in and of itself is a crime.
Have you truly lost sight so far into justice that you don't know how to give grace? The one accosted is saying to forgive and forget.
You know, you make my job hard now.
There is no chain like regret, Justicar, save ones we forge ourselves. But our Veth is the key to grace if we dare to reach.
I understand we have philosophical differences. Justice is hard to move. However, you are asking for lenience on them, and I can grant that.
Just if we are to swing by Braden's Rest on our way to Luke Hill, I will wait in the wagons as to not cause a scene.
But I would enjoy having you there so I can at least give them a stern reprimand.
Will your sense of justice be satisfied then?
At least a reprimand. At least for them to know that they've done wrong. And then, maybe they'll be a little bit concerned that eyes will be watching. And so they might not accost another one of your kind. Or others that are different. And I gesture to Aldridge, who's probably walking around somewhere. There are others about who are different. And they too get accosted.
I will think on what you said, Justicar.
I put my hands up in a placating motion of at least a stern talking to.
Okay.
And then I will send the rest of my retinue over to accost you with lots of questions.
Yay!
Don't be afraid to tell them that you're only allowed to answer a limited amount of questions.
Of course.
Don't overtax yourself, Morthos. You still have rest to get.
Aldrich.
I'm back now too, by the way. So
Noise.
Welcome back.
All right, thank you.
So Aldrich was not walking around while Justicar was talking to Morthos. He was standing at a distance far enough that he couldn't hear and staring and waiting. And the second that Justicar walks away, he walks right over to Morthos, like directly, and looks around while he does so. Is anyone nearby?
Morthos. Just kidding, sorry.
You're good, guys. Yeah, no, you're fine. It doesn't look like anyone is readily moving towards your direction yet, as Justicar has gone off to find his retinue to send them over.
Good. I make my way directly up to Morthos and I say, "So Morthos, As a knowledge bringer, you either know something or know how to find it out, right?
Yeah. That's kind of the gig.
Quite so, quite so. I'm an investigator, so I do the same thing but worse.
I see.
The thing of it is I need your services. Now I want to be clear about this. I'm not asking for you to give me anything. I'm looking to pay for it, and I know that might not be what you typically do, but this is important. It must be done. I would like you to consider what the fee would be for finding out the location of the evidence against the corrupt guards of Thornmire. Is that something you could do for me?
Weeding out corruption is one of the tenets of Araveth. I wish you well in your quest for knowledge and evidence against such corruption. But I will also give you a word of caution, as typically those with great power use that to hold on to it.
When he says that, Aldrich gets like this scary, wide grin on his face, and he says, "Indeed, that's true, Morthos. But I find that those with power over those with lesser power will do just about anything to get a firmer grip on them. Or perhaps destroy them and replace them with someone a bit more malleable. But in the pursuit of... Yes. But in the pursuit of purifying the guards of Thornmire, I might find that there are more allies in high places than enemies. In any case, if you can provide me with any information on that, or any evidence along our travel here, I will pay as generously as I can afford for such a thing. And not just coin. Aldrich Thistlefoot is known for his keeping his word, and for his willingness to do what needs done for those who's helped him. So if you need anything, and you have a tidbit of information for me, let me know.
I will consult Araveth and see what she brings me.
Much obliged. Beyond that, I want you to know I don't hold your kind in any ill will. To the best of my understanding, heritage such as yours can crop up many generations after the initial injection to the bloodline, so as long as you ain't trying to kill me or eat my liver, I'm not particularly concerned about what your parentage is.
I appreciate that.
Of course. Unless you have anything for me?
Will take some time, Aldrich.
Very well. Have a good one then, and reach out if you need anything. I might be looking to trade with you, but I'm also good for a little bit of help for some friends of mine, alright?
Yeah. Say,
Yes?
I don't think I sensed very many strong sources of magic within this caravan, except for you, Jin, and that human over there. And he motions towards Jark.
I believe you're correct about that.
If we're to survive the trip to Lukiel, we may need more help.
In what way?
I will not be able to freely move about as I normally do, as I am resting and recovering from these wounds. But if something occurs magically inclined, I can do what I can from here, but I don't guarantee success. If that makes
Right. What do
sense.
It does, but I'm not sure I quite get what you're getting at. Are you saying that you don't think you'll be able to help defend us too much as we go along?
Not
Or is there
as
something
I
else you're trying to get at?
not as I wish to. And he kind of like kind of nodding towards the like help defend you guys type thing.
I see. Well, I appreciate your concern, Morthos, but if I were you, I'd be more concerned about yourself and your little companion. Both of you are in poor shape. Heal up and focus more on that, and then... Oh, the trip might be dangerous, but we travel with the caravan for a reason, so...
Nysa like runs through the traveling wagons and rushes up to Morthos and you, Aldrich, and goes, Aldrich, can I see you for a second? just real quick. I don't quite understand what I found, and
Aldrich turns to Morthos and says, I do quite a bit for my friends, but if I find out you jinxed us, I am going to prank you mercilessly. And I turn and follow Nysa.
Okay. You are led to a few bends around the kind of cliff edge that you guys are passing by towards the woods in between you and Lukil. Not quite in the woods yet. Still got maybe a day's travel before you guys hit tree cover. But kind of in the middle of the road, you see a humanoid figure with crystal growths protruding from various locations. It seems like blue grass is sprouting from between broken ribs, and purple veins of light course under the skin.
Yes, quite normal you would not be familiar with something such as this, I dare say. I would like to roll whatever check I should roll to try and figure out what the heck I'm looking at.
Yeah, make a Arcana check there.
That's what I figured. Oh, rat. Well, there go my dice.
Uh-oh.
Huh. 3.
Ooh, you kind of approach to get a closer look at this thing. And as you like get close, you swear you see the eyes like tracking your movements. It itself is not moving, it's just standing there like motionless in the road. But the eyes seem to be following your movements. And it kind of scares you, Aldrich, to be fair.
Well, yes. Quite serious. Nothing to worry about, though. Why don't you and I head back to camp and see if we can't get somebody to provide us some backup before we get any closer.
All right.
Better safe than sorry. Riftland beasts about, you understand.
Who do you think we should get?
Oh, well, let's see. Justicar is probably a good idea, and it wouldn't hurt to have Owen around here. And your dwarf friend, he might be a good idea.
Torak.
And, well, you know, extra hands never hurts. Well, no, he's on guard duty. We'll save him for a minute. You know what? Jark could use some in the field experience. We'll invite him as well. Couldn't hurt.
Jark,
And,
that silly little man.
yeah, well, you know, he needs to learn sometime.
Fine.
Who else can I throw at this problem? Let's see. Brother Vernal. Couldn't hurt asking for a bit of help from a healer, because that, well, let's just say that's not healthy. Let's go see who we can find.
All right. You head back. Are you grabbing all these people?
Every single one of them that I can find in a relatively short period of time, like about 60 seconds of looking at the camp.
60 seconds of looking at the camp, and just being like, who, Owen is, within view distance.
That's it?
That is it. Everybody else seems to be preoccupied or doing other things or not in your visual range.
It's fine. This is not a problem. This isn't concerning. Owen, a moment of your time. I could use your investigative prowess on something.
Yes. I walk over.
Come with me. It's a small thing just down the road a little ways. Nice has spotted it for me.
Down the road. What time is it?
Yeah, right this way. Probably midday.
It's not. What?
Yeah, it's like midday on the 5th day.
Oh. Okay, good. All right, so I suppose I'll go down the road a little bit.
All right. You make a investigation check for me, please.
Okay. Natural 20.
Ooh. You see an individual who is sadly trapped within a rift tear, and they themselves did not make it. It is simply a dead body that has rift crystals growing out of it and grass from the riftlands growing out of it.
Well, that
you do find
it's been there for a while.
Nat 20. You do find $78 corp.
Nice.
What are you doing? Why are you gathering those coins out? That poor bugger needs our help.
Well, I mean, he dropped them and he doesn't need them anymore.
Well, that's rude of you to say. It's not like he's going to be ostracized from villages for the rest of his life because of his appearance. No offense.
Well, then let's get him down as well.
Right. I tell you what, though, I need to take a couple of readings of the aura here, so you just help him out while I do that, all right?
Well, I wouldn't want to disturb anything, by all means.
Excellent. You get him down, I'll get my readings. Don't worry about me.
All right.
Are you attempting to remove the corpse from the road?
Not yet. So at first, I'm gonna take a visual gander on it to see the boundaries of the portal. Make sure I don't
It's not
touch it.
it's not as if like the portal itself is still open. It's as if a portal traveled through here and this happened to be an unlucky dude who happened to be in the path. Yeah.
Much like traveling in another dimension on a certain metal boat. I see. So the rift is long gone at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, it is simply a corpse standing there with rift crystals like jutting out of it, making it like stand there. Yeah.
Impaled.
Yep. And poor Aldrich rolled low enough that the eyes was like following him.
Okay. So I'm going to take out my handy dandy hammer. And I'm gonna look at Aldrich and like, you mind if I snap her at the base?
That seems like it would be a bad choice.
Bad choice, you think, eh? So then lift only?
Maybe a pull?
A pull?
Yeah, well, you don't want
I don't
to
have a one.
step in. No, not a pull. Pull! As in pull him instead of, or push him. I mean, if you have...
I don't have anything to throw.
We're literally traveling with a caravan.
Ah.
And I'm pretty sure you've got rope. So, and if you don't have rope, I have rope. I just thought you'd come equipped with it.
Yes. Is there any... Well, you said it's up from the bottom, like it needs to come up, right? Like, would a sideways tug be sufficient, or would a vertical tug be required?
It seems as though a vertical tug is required to remove the crystalline base from the earth.
Well, I would like to remove the poor feller.
Yeah, at which point you could pull horizontal. And he would be dragged. Then.
All right.
I'm not going to make you roll strength because of a nat 20. So, pop, and he is free for movement. Where would you like to move him? Is the question. Do you move him like into one of the caravan wagons, or are you just like tossing him to the side of the road?
Let me move him off the road 10 feet.
Okay.
And set him down gently.
Right then, how are we going to get this lad to somebody who can patch him up?
Patch him up? What do you mean? He's gone, man.
Well, I mean, okay, could I roll? another check to figure out that this guy is actually dead?
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Okay, all right. Because I've been playing so carefully with my speech, but at this point, I either have to pretend I think he's I have to think he's alive or find out he's dead. Those are the only options I have right now. You said
Correct.
investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 7.
Upon close inspection, this individual is dead.
Well, what I mean is, he's no state for burial, so we'll need a mortician to prep him for his permanent rest. You know what? Never mind. Well, it's not like nature's gonna have anything to do with him, and leaving him here won't cause any problems. So let's just go ahead and move on, I guess.
All right. That evening comes upon you guys. Is there anything you guys would like to do that night at camp?
I want to go talk to Brother Vernal.
All right. You approach Brother Varnell, and he is currently eating the stew of the evening provided by the cook, and like mid-spoon slurp, and then you approach.
While he's doing this, I'm not actually going to be doing conversation or anything, but Aldrich is going to spend his evening making friends with people.
Gotcha. Jen, what would you like to ask Brother Varnell?
Hey, Varnell.
Master Jin.
So I've got to learn a little bit more about this hollow flame you're a part of. Is there anything else you would like to tell me?
In what regards, Jin?
I was told that your order was fed some lies.
Oh, yeah.
What were these lies?
Oh, there were a great many of us who believed that rebirth could be attained through the umbral flame. But that was not the case. We were deceived, tricked by the father of lies and deceit.
And who would that be? Who's this father of lies?
It is none other than Nexvar, the keeper of dark secrets and lies, who spreads machinations of evil.
Is that why you're on this penance journey?
One could say.
To make up for it? What was the result of was the result of your order after these lies?
Those who would not bow burned, and those who did not burn withered.
So that leaves the question, what did you choose? For now?
I wish not to speak of it. Please,
It could be
no more.
of an... All right, I will not pry any longer. You have a good night for now.
He just gently sets aside his bowl, very clearly lost his appetite.
I finished his bowl of food.
You bend
I'm
down
hungry.
and take his food and walk away. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, wow. Anybody else want to do anything before call it a night?
Yep. I'd like to go talk to Nisa.
All right. You find the scout of the camp, Nisa. Oh, Justicar. What do I owe the pleasure?
I've just seen you running around, and I figured I would make time to see how you're doing.
Oh, I am doing fine, just fine. And what of you?
Oh, I'm doing well. As well as can be expected. I have a rather odd question to ask you.
Of course.
It has come to my attention that someone may fancy you in a romantic way.
She just kind of like puts a hand on her hip. The like sprig of lavender shoots from one corner of her mouth to the other, and she just goes, "Let me guess. That daft fool Jar."
I am unable to say.
Definitely don't leave it to a man of the cloth to lie, Justicar.
I'm not lying, just I'm unable to say.
She just like gives you a knowing look.
He just is, well, speaking of Jark, he's very nervous around people, and just nervous in general.
Seems just a little bit extra nervous when I'm around, yes?
I haven't noticed.
And what?
But just,
He sent you to play little matchmaker?
No. I was just inquiring on your status. I wouldn't want the individual who is interested in you to be barking up a tree that's already been claimed.
Look, I am very single and very enjoying my time that I have to myself. I do
I just
not...
raised my hand. I don't need the details.
Fine.
I just gotta. The man of cloth. Man of cloth.
I do not need you to tell Jark anything regarding me. He
I
will
don't plan
find
on
out
telling him anything.
one way or the other, should he deign to work up the courage to ask.
Well, he's doing better. I've given him some guidance on how to really control his magics.
She looks over at Jark, who is like attempting to light one of the arcane lanterns, and it goes and fizzles out.
The moment I see that, I yell at him, do the power pose. Confidence.
it goes from the little sprittle spraddle to a very normal strength magic cast, and he just kind of like puffs up his chest real big and waves at you, sees Nysa, and freaks out and darts behind one of the carts.
The soldier needs a little bit of training, but with a little bit of guidance and discipline, I could ship him up.
Look, perhaps
Nobody should be that nervous.
you should just focus on making it to your destination, yes?
But I have a duty to help people.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and just says, maybe this is one thing you don't need to help, yeah?
I just raise my eyebrow at her and shake my head. And then I look for anybody who's injured or could use healing or looks like they are sick.
Actually, the boxer dude, he seems to be no longer like up and about. He seems to be kind of bedridden, and you see a halfling woman with this like rucksack next to her. And she is like combing through different like tree roots and stuff that's in the sack, going,
No, not this one. This one might do, but no, not this one.
and tosses it aside.
I just kind of walk up. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, he just happened to get into my supply of miracle roots, and now I just have to find the correct one to counteract the dosage that he took.
Tosses a few more roots over her head.
If you need any assistance, and I point over to Reginald, I go, he could help you with this.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you, but I doubt your scribe has the knowledge of my miracle roots.
Oh, my bad. Not Reginald. Victor, I am sorry. I get their abilities confused sometimes.
Yeah, good. All right.
And then I reach down and I will either spend the 5 points to cure him of a disease or heal him.
All right. He kind of like shoots up after receiving the healing and just goes like, devil woman, and he like runs away from this small little halfling woman.
Hopefully that didn't startle you.
No, That's a typical reaction for someone who gets into my stores.
And then I will go sit down and take a little nappy nap.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the dawn of the 6th day. Hey, Owen, roll a d6 for me.
And
3.
No!
That's...
With advantage?
Let's keep this going.
Do I need to give it advantage?
I'll allow one more roll, but if it's a 3 or a 4, we just gotta keep it.
Okay. It's a 1.
Ooh!
Come on now, why'd you have to break the...
Here we go, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited now.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, no, I honestly,
I'm in
like, seriously.
danger.
I am a level 1 sorcerer, and you had to tee up a combat encounter
Yes,
from
he
me.
did. Yes, he did. And I originally rolled a 6. Ooh! Love that.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well,
it's more.
Owen, Jin, Justicar, it was nice knowing you.
Well, it's milestone-based leveling.
That is correct.
It'd be at a milestone.
All
Yeah,
right.
if I survive.
Y'all, for the 6th day, it is a very peaceful day. And you travel throughout the day with no big things happening.
That's a blessing.
What is something the character thinks about during that day? Going with Justicar first. Justicar, what is something that you specifically think about during the day when nothing really catches your eye along the traveling road?
That is a great question. Justicar would probably either be like when there's just nothing going on.
Yeah, it's just a very peaceful day.
Okay, well, I mean, like, then Justicar would probably just be thinking about different, like, litanies, prayers, things of that nature.
Going over some scripture in his head. That's all right. That's all right. Jin, what would Jin be thinking about during a peaceful day?
Well, his mind's never at peace. So I'm thinking about. He's thinking about what the king, the servants of the great king, told him, and how that during that vision he was trying to figure out who was the blood relation, and then after finding out that the knight was a servant, he's contemplating his relationship towards the great king. So he kind of has a disturbed look on his face all day, even with the bees.
Owen.
Owen's been trying to think of what could be happening in Grandma's house.
Got it.
Did she leave wood burning in the fireplace when she left to go to the grocery store? It's bugging me.
Gotcha. Aldrich, what are you thinking about during the day?
Thinking about my intended plan for the person responsible for the corruption of the Thornmire guards, with the evidence I'm going to get from Morthos.
All right. Night falls on the 6th day. The wagons are circled up. Jark and everything with the protection wards goes off without a hitch. and you all sleep soundly for the first part of the evening, in the first part of the night. You, however, are awoken, all of you, in the middle of the night by this blood-curdling scream that comes from one of the wagons in the middle of the night. There is a sound of struggle, of anger, of sounds of distress, and then the drapery over the wagon gets torn asunder, and you see, all of you see this kind of hunched over humanoid with 3 limbs, 2 legs, a single regular arm, and then its other arm is this single jagged bone blade, and it does this twirl around, just tearing the whole top of that wagon apart, and then it spins around. It looks directly at Justicar. Its eyes narrow, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Your DM?
Yeah.
You're not my favorite person right now. All right, fine. It was a good cliffhanger, but
Yarg. Yarg. I know. But hey, that means next week we start with combat right off the gate, guys.
Hopefully the session doesn't last 20 minutes because we all died.
I'm so dead. I mean, let me put it this way. If I don't have Boar's luck, I might be okay. But something tells me I might end up with the same luck in every character I play in your worlds.
Yeah, probably. Probably. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Six Sword Saga, Episode 7, Asked and Answered. All right, now I got a question that I ask all the time, and it's going to be asked every single session. And I better see some answers, by golly. Or some answers in the comments. Y'all, I'm needing, y'all need to tell me what was good, what was bad, and what needs improvement. I'm going to start over there with Aldrich this week. Aldrich, hit me with it.
Honestly, I felt like most things were good. We still need to work a little bit on conversation flow, but that's just part of picking up this new world and adapting to it. So nothing particularly bad there. I feel like there are a lot of characters going around right now, NPCs, which makes tracking who's who a little difficult. But you've worked hard to make the names notable and the important characters identifiable. So again, that's just a question of how much we'll be able to adapt to it.
Yeah.
As for good, question and answer session was very interesting. Didn't go as long as I thought it would, but I think that's more on us because we didn't ask a whole bunch of questions. Honestly, I regret the fact that my character has no interest in Morthos because I had the opportunity to look Morthos in the face and ask for answers, and I couldn't do anything with it. But beyond that, the only thing I can think of that needs improvement is my hit points pool because it's not good enough.
It's looking real sad. It's looking real
small.
sad right now. Owen, good, bad, needs improvement.
All the descriptions were good. I've already got some ideas based off the descriptions for what I'm gonna do against the fight, so I like that.
Nice. That it?
There's a specifics, but I don't want to say it here.
All right, that's fine. Jen, good, bad, improvement?
Yeah, I mean, I had fun. It was it's you know, I mean, the only thing that the only improvement I think is really just me, but I'm improving. I think I'm improving each session. It's just yeah, I need to take more notes. But I've got a bunch of notes here. I think the storytelling was cool. I like how, things are starting to get woven in together. Like, like with the Hollow Flame and the Grey King and the Champion and Nexvar, and then with Morthos. And I'm excited to kind of pick his brain as my character, but I don't know, I just was interested on Bernal's secrets, so I've been but I'll take one thing at a time so things don't get too convoluted for myself. But yeah, I think improvements, I think really I just need self-improvement. Once I get better at this thing, because like I said, you still do a lot of narration stuff for me, which I appreciate. But if I could flesh that out myself, so I can kind of, not have you have to do the work for me. So, but yeah, I think it was a good session.
It's all good. It's all good. Just a car. Hit me with the 3.
I think the transitions from the different characters was good. Pacing was good. The random encounters, we keep getting the spooky stuff, which
Yep.
we then get stuck on spooky stuff.
Yup.
Because spooky stuff is what we all go, oh no, this is danger.
Yeah.
And now real danger is at our door.
It's funny how, from my end, it's like you guys are seeing the results of danger, not the danger itself, right?
Which means danger could be nearby.
Yeah.
Which means we are now all super cautious. And now all the checks have to be done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
So I mean, like, everything else was good. Nothing that really needs improvement today. Like, it was pretty solid.
Wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I would like to mention one other thing.
Go for it.
Because I was thinking about this. And it's actually something I'd like to see from the audience, from those of you who are watching, or even those of us who are here. Just a little more activity in the chats. There's all sorts of cool things you can do with like comments and playing sound effects and encouraging people to take a drink. So if you're watching and you want to, you can even forbid certain words if you have enough points. So take advantage of that. There's a lot of fun y'all can have with this as well.
Y'all. That is true. The most important thing to really remember, ladies and gentlemen, though, I keep saying this at the beginning and end of every single session, it's almost like these characters are
become permanently entrapped within the simulation.